Bathtub, hose, and cups. What is the goal to keep the doggy comfortable and you? The bathtub needs to be comfortable, like easy to get in, easy to get out, easy to stand up in, and easy to lay down in case the doggy prefers to. Comfortable standing, sitting, laying, ideally elevated from the groomer's perspective or care provider, doodle mom and that perspective. It's going to be much easier on your back and knees in case you wash your doggy elevated. So if you're fortunate enough to dedicate a corner to grooming, then elevating a tub will be your huge help, where you can just put a ramp in there to let the doggy walk in, or a few steps and stairs. Depending on your budget, it will help you huge. The walk-in for large or elderly doggies needs to be accessible. So as your doggy will age, it's going to be bigger and bigger issue unless you are super strong and you can lift your doggy in there, or you have a partner who can help you with that. A non-slip mat is kind of a must to keep the doggies comfortable in there, because especially when the surface gets wet, the doggy will not feel comfy. They're gonna have very stiff muscles, so it's not gonna be a pleasant experience to anyone. A non-slip mat is just as important to be in the tub as the doggy. Powerful water flow to penetrate the skin. Now that will highly depend on the hose and the shower head, what you are using, if at all you are using a shower head, of course. But we need to keep in mind that we need powerful water flow to make sure that we are rinsing the doggy's coat, soaking the doggy first, and then we are rinsing everything out so the doggy won't end up itchy after the soak. Not too powerful to mat up the coat. I meant this to the hose. We need a powerful enough, but not super powerful. For example, in the garden section, you're going to be able to find shower heads for the hose that will have several different options to let the water flow out of one end. And choosing the one which has the super powerful types, like similar to the firefighter kind of hose that it just flies out of the hose, you're gonna be having hard time with that, especially in case your doggy has a long coat. That will mat up the coat big time. The longer the coat, the more I recommend not to use it. Plus, it can be uncomfortable for doggies as well, that it's too powerful. So find the golden middle ground and figure out what your doggy's tolerance is, and how long the coat is, and how much water flow you need to get to the skin. Quiet water flow to keep the doodle comfortable. I highly recommend to keep an eye out for this one, because oftentimes the one thing that freaks doggies out in the tub is the sound from the shower head. And if you keep an eye out and you get one which is quiet, or you're just using a hose, not a shower head, it's especially important for puppies, because oftentimes their first experience is with a squeaky shower head. Then they're going to be like, water is not for me. So you need to desensitize him or her to the bath time. So a quiet shower head, or no shower head for the beginning, or just using cups would be ideal. And after your doggy gets more and more used to this, and it also depends on the background, how much time the breeder spent with funny noises and loud noises to get your doodle desensitized along with all the litter mates. So it depends on a lot of things, but for puppies in general, I like to use no shower heads to keep them comfortable. Ideal for doodle coat. Average bathtub or a walk-in bathtub, or just a walk-in shower. That's going to be perfect. 5/8 of an inch attachment hose plus no shower head at the beginning. That's kind of a golden rule there. That's why I'm kind of pushing this quite a lot, that don't use shower heads, because that's going to be just much easier to digest for your doggy and get comfortable around bath time. Cups, great for facial use, but again, run the risk of leftover shampoo and conditioner. For puppies, in case they are super afraid of the water, cups will probably be one of the best choices to keep them comfortable and don't go over the border, their comfort zone. So that can work, but keep in mind that the thicker the doggy's coat is, the less likely the cups will penetrate the hair up to the skin. So there we run the risk to leave shampoo, conditioner, and dirt in the doggy's coat. So keep in mind, and in case your doggy is not too comfy around showering or the shower hose, the shower head, get them used to it, get them desensitized to that, because cups won't work forever, and probably they're gonna work a lot less than they will not. So your doggy's coat is growing super fast, your doggy is growing super fast, so you're gonna end up with a bigger doggy surface you need to wash and even more hair on a given surface. So hurry up with desensitizing and preparing your doggy for the bath time. Bathtub and the hose. Now I wanted to bring a few samples which way not to go, so you're going to get an idea which won't work on your doodle's coat. Let's take a look at what is ideal for the doodle coat. Average bathtub non-slip mat, what we were talking about, 5/8 of an inch screw-on attachment hose plus no shower head. It's important to point out that it's a screw-on attachment hose, because the push-on thing is like on the bottom right corner, and on the other ones on the bottom of this slide on the images, those are just kind of a snap-on thingies, and the water pressure in there won't be enough to penetrate your doodle's coat and go directly to the skin. So again, we run the risk to leave leftover shampoo and conditioner in there. So don't use these. You need the screw-on types, which will stay there and which will handle enough water flow and water pressure in there that will be enough to rinse and soak your doggy as needed. Cups are great for facial use, especially for puppies, but again, they run the risk of leftover shampoo and conditioner. So whenever you're soaking your doggy, you need to keep an eye out. Actually, you need to keep your fingers out there to find any leftover shampoo while you're rubbing and checking the coat when you are finishing up the bath. A 1/2 inch dog wash hose plus shower heads are not powerful enough to penetrate the doodle's coat. Now I specify this, it's half an inch diameter hose, which you can see below here on different type of doggies, used on different type of doggies. That's not powerful enough. So don't buy these, it's just a waste of money and it's not going to give you the results you need.